we're seated right now around the sonic table, and this is a project I made, a kind of sculptural work, sonic work, that I made sort of necessity. I found myself at one of these art dinner parties, and kind of surrounded by people you don't really know and often don't really have much to say to, and I started to kind of become increasingly aware of the limitations of language. And I started to think that maybe there was a different way to create a social space that could kind of transcend dialogue and conversation. So I kind of went back to the studio that night and drew out a sketch for this table that could be played. That was a kind of polyphonic table that was all carved and tuned to the same family of pitches. So it's sort of based. It's all based a little bit on an African slit drum. Only it becomes a social space, and it's quite minimal in its quality. So you can kind of. So here you go. It's so that's this project, and so it was something that just kind of came out of necessity. It wasn't so much a desire, but it was something that kind of needed to happen. So I initially made them for my studios, and then our kitchen and our house, and eventually I started making them for friends also. And everyone's unique. They're not really additions. Because I think they're hand carved, so there's kind of opportunity every time around to kind of experiment and explore different templates and different structures and sounds. I've always been fascinated by finding ways to really kind of infuse the audio side of these projects with ideas or with concept, and not to kind of let them become a soundtrack or something which is secondary or mood embellishing. And I think the journey of kind of working in different directions and different branches and limbs of this kind of creative tree that we're on has kind of allowed me to take on certain projects which are purely audio based, or other ones which kind of use sonic collaborations in tandem with architecture, with film or installations.